Sanders is coming off his best season as a pro in Philly in 2022. But he did just crack 1,300 total scrimmage yards because he caught 20 passes for a whopping 80 yards last year. That's the issue with Miles Sanders. He had a great rookie season catching the football. He caught 50 passes as a rookie. It looked like he was going to be this great dual threat running back going into his sophomore campaign. Since then, he hasn't had more than 28 catches in 3 subsequent years. And last year was a bottom out with 20. Running behind the best offensive line in football last year, he had far and away his best season. 259 carries, 1,269 yards, averaged almost 5 yards a carry, 11 touchdowns. All of these numbers that I'm listing right now are by far career highs. 259 carries. That was a career high by 80 last year. 1,269 rushing yards. He hadn't even cracked 1,000 in 3 seasons prior. 11 touchdowns in 2022. His previous high watermark was 6. Miles Sanders had a career year last year in a great offense, running behind the best offensive line in football. Now he goes to Carolina, who did run the football well last year, even after they traded Christian McCaffrey. Donta Foreman had a good season for the Carolina Panthers when he was inserted as the starter. This is an offense that can run the ball well. And remember, they didn't have good quarterback play last year. You expect it to be at least marginally better with Bryce Young, who is a rookie, but first overall pick comes with expectations. You expect the quarterback play in Carolina this year to be marginally better than what it was last year, which shouldn't be hard. But let's call a spade a spade. Even though the Panthers ran the ball well last year, this is a downgrade in overall situation for Miles Sanders, going from the Eagles offense in 2022 to the Carolina Panthers offense in 2023, which you expect to take some growing pains with Bryce Young under center as he gets his sea legs under him in the NFL. Sure, you can have high expectations as a first overall pick, but a rookie is still a rookie. There's going to be growing pains. I actually grappled with leaving Miles Sanders out of my top 24 rankings this year, but out of respect for what he did last year, I have him here as my RB22. He's got an ADP of about 64 on Underdog Fantasy, so that's not super expensive, but I'm not really buying him. I'll take Cam Akers 2.5 picks later. I'll take David Montgomery 15 picks later. I'll take Rachaad White 16, 17, 18 picks later. He didn't crack my top 24, but I'll take him just opportunity cost 17, 18 picks later. I'll take James Conner 20 picks later. Hell, with the news about Alvin Kamara, I'll take Alvin Kamara 30 picks later. Opportunity cost, there's just more running backs later in the draft that I'd rather have than Miles Sanders. He had a great year last year. Kudos to him, credit to him. But the situation is vastly different going from the Eagles offense to the Panthers offense. I have my doubts. I do have him listed here as my RB22 out of respect for what he did last year. But given some of the names at running back that I can get after Miles Sanders is getting drafted, I'm not really taking him very often in 2023. Nevertheless, I do have him listed as my RB22, but he is an RB22 with a lot of red flags. And that's not, and necessarily, I don't mean it as a personal indictment on Miles Sanders, but he just hasn't had that, the 3 seasons prior to last year were good. They weren't great. So all in all, unless he falls by a good bit, I am avoiding Miles Sanders in 2023, despite cracking the top 24 rankings.